Well, hello, beautiful people. And all you ugly sons of bitches out there, too. Don't think I haven't forgotten about you. I tell you, it feels pretty good to be back at, shooting my load out into the ether and seeing whose face it lands on. But, I just gotta say this. Not that I'm really the biggest fan of Joe Biden, because I'm not. But I can always tell when we've got a Democrat in the White House and he's doing something at least kinda right, because, well, Fox News has to go and give us something like this.
Any words about it. They call this great. They say this is fabulous, that this is the stuff that children should be aspiring towards. So at the same time, Tucker, that we have kids that are not learning hard academics anymore in school, right? Forget about mathematics and science. You can trust the science and trust Dr. Fauci, but you have these kids learning about critical race theory. They're learning that they should aspire to people like Cardi B. That you see that fundamentally we are seeing the destruction of American values, American principles, and it's terrifying. I think parents should be terrified that this is the direction that our society is heading towards. And again, we are weakening America. That's really what we should be talking about. This is a weakening of American society. We are setting the stage, and it feels like we are looking at corrosion, like we are about to see the end of an empire. America cannot survive. It cannot be sustained under these sorts of values and principles.
Is it just me, or during the whole thing did Tucker look like a deer caught in the headlights? And I gotta say this about Candace Owens. I have to say this. I have to give her a little bit of respect. Not much, but a little. Girl can drop a platitude. If she can do anything, she can drop a platitude and make herself look smart. Everything else she's saying is complete and utter bullshit, but that platitude really hits. Because I even agree with her on the point that, yes, schools do need to be teaching the hard sciences, because the way I see it, I don't want to trust in the science. I don't want anybody trusting in the science. I want people to know the science, to understand the science, to embrace the science, to take the science out on a nice date. Wait, what? You get what I mean. You get what I mean. It's not trust Dr. Fauci, it's actually understand what Dr. Fauci is saying and understand why he's saying, so it all makes sense. It's not, I'm just doing this because I was told to do it. No, I'm doing this because I understand why I'm supposed to be doing it. You see the difference? But getting back to Candace Owens, pretty much the rest of what she said in that 45 seconds, well, can just be summed up as, they said the exact same thing about Two Live Crew. They said the exact same thing about Madonna. They said the exact same thing about Twisted Sister. They said the exact same thing about Cher. Hell, you want to go back really far? They said the same thing about Elvis Presley. Yeah, let's see. My mom listened to Elvis Presley when he was, a new and controversial thing. And, yeah, the planet's still here. America is still here. And you know what? America will continue to be here long after Cardi B is an old woman. Now, to be perfectly honest, I'm surprised that conservatives are dredging up WAP. Didn't they make an embarrassment of themselves, almost a year ago, when Ben Shapiro just kind of read the lyrics to it, and very boringly read the lyrics? I mean, just, wow. And made a fool of himself. Why are they bringing this back up other than it was at the Grammys? Who watches the Grammys anymore? I know I don't. I don't know about anybody else. I know I don't because, well, I listen to punk, I listen to industrial, I listen to gothic, and I listen to metal, and when I say metal, I don't mean that weak sauce Metallica bullshit. I mean actual fucking metal, like Sabaton. Now that I've just pissed off my entire audience, or at least a good portion of it, what I'm trying to point out here is most of the music I listen to is not going to win a Grammy anytime soon, or ever, and I don't care about that shit. I listen to what I like to listen to, and I don't give a shit about award shows, and that's kind of the way I feel it ought to be. Now, if you like award shows, fine. If you're going to watch award shows with your kid, at least familiarize yourself with who's going to be on that award show and why they're going to be on there, and maybe even, okay, what song are they most likely to perform there, and oh shit, Cardi B's going to be there, and yeah, she did that one song talking about her lady bits. Yeah, maybe I don't want my kid to hear that. I mean, it's really fucking simple here. If you're the kind of adult who doesn't want their kid to hear that kind of thing, or, maybe explain it to your child. I just realized what Candace Owens is getting back to here is basically the cancel culture that the right's totally okay with. That's what it is. What was it, last week? Tucker Carlson was whining about cancel culture, was whining about Dr. Seuss and Potato Head, and I just made a video about this. Literally, 2-3 videos ago, I just did this, and now here comes the right with their own cancel culture, and totally lacking the self-awareness to see it. I'm not a fan of Cardi B. I'm not sticking up for her. I could give a shit what she sings about. It's not... How can I put this? I don't think she's bad or anything like that. I don't give a shit what she sings about. I would even go so far as to say most of the music I listen to, like, just puts that to shame. Most of the music I listen... WAP is tame compared to some of the things I listen to. That's what I'm trying to spit out here. Alright? Cardi B ain't got jack shit on the Genitortures, okay? Cardi B ain't got jack shit on Till Linderman. Seriously. So, and even at that, it's not like I'm trying to have a contest of who's, got the dirtiest lyrics in the music. It's just, Cardi B doesn't interest me because I don't like rap. Rap's just not normally my thing. I don't normally listen to that. I tend to go for metal or industrial or gothic or punk or, something like that's my music, If that's not your thing, if, rap or hip-hop's your thing, okay, cool. If Cardi B's your thing, cool, I don't care. I honestly do not give a shit. And I find it amusing that conservatives are still playing their cancel culture game with music, and, well, Joe Biden must be doing something right because they ain't bitching about him. They're not pointing out anything wrong he's done. They're complaining about the Grammys. Whoop-de-doo. Who gives a shit? I mean, who really gives a shit? I'm just sitting back here laughing and pointing the finger. That's really all I'm doing. This amuses me. And I hope it amuses you. I do. I hope this think of the children type bullshit amuses you. Because it sure as hell amuses me, because you gotta remember this is America, and I love America. And in America, not only do you get a ticket to the freak show, you get to sit in the front row. Unless you live in Florida, then you're part of the freak show. Alright, everyone. Love you very much. Thanks for watching. As always, let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Love you. Laters. Bye-bye.